Did you know that just one wrong type of fat in your daily meals could silently destroy your joints, harden your arteries, and rapidly weaken your legs after age 60? If you're thinking, I just have a little butter or coffee creamer, what's the harm? Pause for a second and listen closely, because what you're about to hear in this video could completely change the way you look at your health, especially if you're already over 60. Seniors, pay close attention. The fats you eat every day could be the hidden reason you feel heavy, achy, or even struggle to walk just a few hours after standing up. And if you ignore this information, your risk of arthritis, muscle weakness, and even losing your mobility could double in just a few short months. In today's video, we're going to reveal the 4 most dangerous fats you need to eliminate from your diet immediately, along with the 4 healthiest fats you should be adding each week to rebuild leg strength, reduce inflammation, and help you feel more youthful in just a matter of weeks. These aren't vague suggestions. They're backed by real science based on the latest research we've spent hours analyzing. All sources are linked in the description below so you can check them out for yourself. But before we begin, drop a comment and let us know. How old are you? Where are you from? And what type of fat do you eat most often each week? We read every comment and will reply with personalized tips to help you get healthier. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another Golden Age health tip. Let's get started right now, because the very first fat on our avoid list might be hiding in your morning cup of coffee. And trust me, it's not as harmless as it seems. Dangerous fat, files. 1. Full-fat dairy creamer. Have you ever thought that a splash of creamer in your morning coffee could be your leg's worst enemy? Full-fat dairy creamer may look harmless, but for anyone over 60, it's one of the most dangerous sources of fat you can consume. This isn't just milk with a touch of cream. These products are often packed with saturated fats from dairy, synthetic emulsifiers, and artificial stabilizers, ingredients your aging digestive system struggles to process. When you sip hot coffee with creamer every day, these fats don't just accumulate, they can trigger more serious problems than you might think. After 60, your body becomes less efficient at processing saturated fats. On top of that, many older adults experience a natural decline in lactase enzyme levels, making it harder to digest dairy. The result? That delicious cup of coffee turns into a daily inflammation trigger, hardening your arteries, spiking your blood sugar after meals, and reducing circulation to your legs. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Aging and Metabolism found that seniors who consumed full-fat dairy, creamer daily, had 21% higher post-meal triglyceride levels and increased CRP inflammation markers, both closely linked to joint stiffness and leg fatigue. But the problems don't stop there. Many creamers, even those labeled natural, are made with a mix of heavy cream, processed milk powders, and thickeners like carrageenan. These compounds irritate the gut lining, leading to bloating, joint swelling, and low-grade inflammation in the knees and legs. If you've noticed heaviness in your legs, mild ankle swelling, or slower walking later in the day, take a closer look at your morning coffee. That tiny habit might be silently working against you. So, what can you do? Switch to unsweetened nut milks like almond or cashew milk, or just add a splash of plain low-fat milk without additives. Cutting full-fat dairy creamer from your daily routine might seem like a small change, but it can bring major relief to your joints and legs. Just imagine, with one simple swap, you could walk more lightly, feel less achy, and enjoy more energy each day. And this is just the beginning. The next fat on our list is even more common, and you might be eating it without even realizing. Dangerous fat, number 2, chia seeds. When overconsumed, chia seeds sounds familiar, right? They're hailed as a superfood, showing up in everything from smoothies to baked goods. And yes, they contain plant-based omega-3s known as ALA, which sounds great. But for those over 60, eating too many chia seeds can actually become a burden on your digestive and metabolic systems. You might think, it's just a spoonful in my morning smoothie. How bad can it be? But listen closely. Overconsumption or improper use is causing problems for many older adults without them even realizing it. Chia seeds absorb up to 12 times their weight in water, forming a thick gel in your gut. For younger folks, this can be beneficial, promoting satiety and aiding digestion. But for people over 60, as digestion slows, stomach acid decreases, and mild constipation becomes more common, this gel can lead to bloating, cramps, and hindered nutrient absorption. A 2020 study in the Journal of Aging and Digestive Health found that seniors who consume more than 20 grams of chia seeds daily experience gastrointestinal discomfort, slower fat absorption, and higher post-meal triglycerides compared to those who consumed little or none. The bigger issue is the ALA in chia seeds. While it's technically an omega-3, it only converts into the beneficial forms, EPA and DHA, at a very low rate, less than 5% in older adults. In other words, the fat you think is helping your joints and brain may not be doing much at all. On top of that, if you're combining chia seeds with other seeds or nuts, you could be overloading your digestive system, leading to heaviness and leg fatigue. If you're sprinkling chia on everything, from oats to smoothies to cookies, it's time to reconsider. Our advice? Don't eliminate chia seeds completely, but use them wisely. Stick to a small amount, about 1 teaspoon, and always soak them in water or milk before consuming to reduce the strain on your stomach. Pair them with anti-inflammatory fats like fish or eggs, rather than with other seeds. Remember, the more is better mindset doesn't apply to seniors. Too much chia can actually slow the very recovery you're trying to support. The next fat on this list is even more dangerous, and it might be hiding in your breakfast. Can you guess what it is? Dangerous fat. Number 3, fat from processed meats. Bacon, sausage, deli meats, even those low-fat slices of ham. Do you eat these regularly for breakfast? If so, you're putting one of the most dangerous fats into your body, especially after age 60. The fat from processed meats isn't just ordinary saturated fat from animals. When it's treated with nitrates, exposed to high heat, or mixed with preservatives, as in bacon, sausage, or cold cuts, this fat undergoes chemical changes that create advanced lipid oxidations, end products known as ALEs. These compounds trigger oxidative stress, damage blood vessels, weaken the gut lining, and fuel serious joint inflammation. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Aging and Disease found that people over 60 who ate processed meat fats 4 or more times per week had a 41% higher risk of arterial stiffness, a 32% increase in joint inflammation, and significantly elevated CRP levels, a key marker of inflammation linked to aging. What does this mean? Those crispy bacon strips or sizzling sausages could be the reason your knees ache, your ankles swell, and climbing stairs feels like a burden. Even worse, this kind of fat disrupts blood sugar and insulin signaling in your body, which becomes more sensitive as you age. It slows digestion, spikes post-meal blood sugar, and interferes with muscle repair, raising the risk of muscle loss, a major concern for seniors. Many people think choosing lean meats like ham or turkey sausage is safe, but these products still contain chemically processed animal fats that can build up harm over time. So, what should you do? Ditch the processed meats and opt for fresh animal proteins like grilled chicken, steamed fish, or slow-cooked beef without added fats or nitrates. Simply cutting out bacon, sausage, and deli meats can reduce joint pain, lighten your steps, and help your body recover faster. But don't think the list ends here. The most dangerous fat of all is still ahead, and it might just surprise you. Dangerous fat number 4, avocado, when consumed in excess. Avocado, the so-called superfood everyone raves about. But if you're over 60, eating too much avocado might be silently doing more harm than good. Don't get me wrong, avocado isn't toxic. The issue lies in how your body reacts to the dense amount of monounsaturated fat it contains, especially when your digestion, metabolism, and liver function have already slowed with age. When you eat half or even a whole avocado in one sitting, equivalent to 15-30 grams of fat, your body can become overwhelmed. With decreased gallbladder and liver efficiency, that amount of fat can lead to bloating, poor absorption, and post-meal fatigue. A 2022 study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Aging found that seniors who ate high-fat plant foods like avocado daily had 22% higher levels of post-meal inflammation and delayed triglyceride clearance. This raises the risk of arterial stiffness, poor blood circulation, and brain fog. Additionally, avocado contains beta-sitosterol, a plant sterol that mimics cholesterol, which can interfere with the metabolism of DHA and testosterone. These two compounds are essential for muscle strength and energy in older adults. Over time, this interference can worsen muscle weakness and fatigue. If you often feel bloated, heavy, or drained after eating avocado, that's a sign your body is struggling to process the fat. So what should you do? You don't need to cut out avocado entirely, but limit it to 1 batidos 4 of a fruit a few times a week, and pair it with lean protein and low-fat meals. Listen to your body. If avocado makes you feel sluggish or uncomfortable, it's time to scale back. Don't let avocado's superfood reputation fool you. After 60, your body needs balance, not overload. If you've made it this far with us, you now know the 4 most dangerous fats that people over 60 should avoid immediately. Full-fat dairy creamer, excessive chia seeds, fats from processed meats, and even avocado when consumed in excess. These can silently stiffen your joints, weigh down your legs, and drain the energy you need to enjoy life. But don't worry, now it's time for the exciting part. The good fats you should include in your weekly diet to rebuild strength, reduce inflammation, and help you walk with more confidence. Seniors, listen closely. These fats aren't just tasty, they're scientifically proven to improve your health. And if you skip this part, you could be missing out on a chance to ease joint pain, boost leg strength, and feel younger in just a few weeks. Let's dive in, starting with the first fat on the list that's actually good for you after 60. Healthy fat. Number 1. Coconut meat. Have you ever thought that coconut meat, the delicious white flesh inside the coconut, could be one of your best friends after age 60? Forget the hype about coconut oil, because pure coconut meat is the real star. This type of fat is not only easy to digest, but it also provides a clean source of energy that helps you beat the midday fatigue and sluggishness that often show up with age. As you get older, your body becomes less efficient at processing long-chain fats. But coconut meat contains medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs, which work very differently. They bypass the liver and go straight to the mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells, providing quick fuel for tired legs and a foggy mind. Think of it like putting high-quality fuel into an old car. Suddenly the engine runs smoother, faster, and stronger. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolic Health showed that seniors who consume daily MCTs from coconut meat improved their walking endurance by up to 23% and significantly boosted muscle energy use in just 4 weeks. That means longer walks, easier stair climbs, and less fatigue by day's end. But that's not all. Coconut meat also contains lauric acid, a compound that helps fight inflammation-causing bacteria in the gut, one of the hidden culprits behind joint pain and stiff knees. Plus, the fats in coconut help your body produce hormones like testosterone and DHEA, which naturally decline after age 60. These hormones are crucial for muscle strength, bone density, and recovery speed. Just imagine, a few spoonfuls of coconut could help you get up from a chair more easily, walk more steadily, and even feel more alive. So how should you use coconut meat? You don't need sugary coconut desserts or canned coconut milk. Just 2 to 3 tablespoons of unsweetened fresh or dried coconut meat. Add it to smoothies, sprinkle it on oatmeal, or enjoy it as a snack. Think back to the last time you ate real coconut. Didn't it feel refreshing and natural? That's exactly how your body responds when you feed it the right kind of fat. Just be cautious. Steer clear of overly processed coconut products like coconut candies or canned milk loaded with sugar and unhealthy fats. Stick with pure coconut meat, and you'll notice a real difference in how your body moves and recovers. Now, get ready to discover a familiar food you may have overlooked for years, but it's one of the best sources of fat to rebuild muscle and support brain health. Healthy fat. Idas. Egg yolks. Do you remember the days when everyone was afraid of egg yolks, thinking they raised cholesterol? If you've ever tossed the yolk and only eaten the whites, It's time to change that mindset. For people over 60, egg yolks aren't just safe. They're one of the most perfectly designed sources of fat you can eat. Each yolk is a treasure chest of healthy saturated and monounsaturated fats, along with fat-soluble nutrients like vitamin D, choline, lutein, and omega-3s. These nutrients don't just help rebuild muscle, they also support brain clarity and hormonal balance, which are crucial as we age. What makes egg yolks truly special is how their fats are packaged with phospholipids, a natural emulsifier that helps your gut absorb nutrients more easily even when your digestive system has slowed down. Think of it like a gift wrapped just for your body. The fats in egg yolks don't show up alone. They bring along helpers that make your body use them more efficiently. A 2019 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who ate whole eggs daily improved lean muscle mass, walking speed, and leg strength by up to 21% in just 12 weeks. Interestingly, the results were strongest for those who ate eggs at dinner, when the body needs nutrients to recover from the day. Choline in egg yolks is a silent superhero. It helps your nervous system and muscles talk to each other, reducing issues like shaky legs, sluggish movement, or poor balance, common problems among seniors. Even a mild choline deficiency can make your muscles feel weak, slow your reflexes, and increase your risk of falling. I once heard a story about a 68-year-old woman in Hanoi who often felt her legs tremble while walking. After her doctor recommended adding just one egg to her breakfast a few times a week, she found herself walking more steadily and feeling less tired by the afternoon. That's the power of the yolk. So, how should you eat them? You don't need 5 eggs a day. Just 1 or 2, a few times per week, is enough to make a difference. Choose soft-boiled, poached, or lightly fried eggs without butter or processed cheese. If you've been skipping the yolk and only eating egg whites, consider going back to whole eggs. The white provides protein, but the yolk delivers the essential fats your body needs to rebuild and restore. Imagine walking more lightly, with less pain, thanks to one small change in your breakfast routine. But don't stop here. The next healthy fat on our list is something most people overlook, yet it could be the key to reducing joint pain and boosting leg strength. Can you guess what it is? Keep watching to find out. Healthy fat, number 3 guy, fatty fish, skin. Let's be honest, when you eat salmon or mackerel, do you usually peel off the crispy skin and toss it aside? If so, you're missing out on one of the best sources of healthy fat for people over 60. Fatty fish skin, like from salmon or mackerel, is a powerhouse of anti-inflammatory fats rich in collagen that help rebuild joints, improve brain function, and strengthen your legs. Unlike bottled fish oil, the fat in fish skin remains in its natural form, accompanied by protein, connective tissue, and amino acids your aging body truly needs. So, what makes fatty fish skin so special? It's the perfect combination of omega-3s and collagen fibers like elastin. This pairing helps your body absorb the fats more efficiently and deliver them directly to where they're needed: your joints, connective tissues, and muscle membranes. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who ate fish with the skin had 32% less joint pain, better knee mobility, and increased muscle elasticity compared to those who ate the same fish without the skin. By skipping the skin, you're unknowingly giving up a powerful anti-aging advantage. Fish skin is also an excellent source of glycine and proline, 2 amino acids essential for your body to produce collagen for tendons, ligaments, and knees. As you age, your natural collagen production declines, leading to stiffer legs, achy knees, and slower recovery. But fish skin provides these building blocks along with healthy fats, helping your body integrate them into tissues more effectively than typical collagen powders. Plus, fish skin contains natural antioxidants like astaxanthin, which protect omega-3s from oxidation and fight free radicals in your joints and muscles. So, how should you enjoy fish skin properly? Don't deep fry it or burn it. Just lightly pan-sear or bake it with a touch of seasoning. Picture a crispy piece of salmon skin, delicious, satisfying, and great for your health. Just 2 servings per week of skin-on fish like salmon or mackerel are enough to feel noticeable improvements in your joints and leg strength. If you've never tried eating fish skin before, now's the time to start. Your body will thank you every time you walk without that familiar stiffness or pain. Healthy fat. Number 4. Grass-fed beef tallow. Are you surprised to hear that fat from beef, the very thing once labeled a health villain, is actually one of the best fats for people over 60? But not just any beef fat. We're talking about fat from grass-fed beef, also known as tallow, in its natural, unprocessed form, like what you get when enjoying a slow-cooked steak or short ribs. This type of fat isn't just safe, it's a nutritional powerhouse that helps rebuild muscle, balance hormones, and support your joints, all of which become more important as you age. So, what makes grass-fed beef tallow different? First, it contains a high level of stearic acid, a saturated fat that doesn't raise cholesterol. Instead, it improves mitochondrial function, which is the power plant inside your muscle cells. After age 60, mitochondria start to decline, making you feel weaker and more fatigued. But stearic acid helps muscle cells generate energy more efficiently, like giving your body an engine upgrade. A 2022 study in the Journal of Clinical and Experimental Metabolism showed that older adults who consumed stearic acid-rich fat from grass-fed beef saw an 18% boost in muscle energy, better glucose regulation, and even reduced waist fat, all without changing their exercise routines. But that's not all. Grass-fed beef tallow also contains conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a natural fat shown to reduce knee inflammation, improve muscle recovery, and support fat metabolism. Unlike plant-based fats, CLA targets visceral fat, the dangerous fat that wraps around your organs and weakens your core strength and posture. A clinical trial found that seniors supplementing with CLA from grass-fed tallow had better lower body endurance and experienced less pain during daily movement. Plus, because this fat is part of the meat itself, it digests more slowly, keeping you fuller longer and helping to curb sugar cravings or late-night snacking, two things that can slow muscle recovery and increase leg fat accumulation. I remember a story about a 72-year-old man in Da Nang who used to avoid red meat, fearing cholesterol. But after his doctor suggested adding a small serving of grass-fed steak to his diet each week, he found he could walk longer without knee pain, and his afternoon fatigue noticeably improved. That's the power of choosing the right kind of fat. Current studies also confirm that moderate consumption of grass-fed beef, including its natural fat, does not negatively impact heart health when it's part of a balanced diet. So how should you use grass-fed beef tallow? Forget the processed meats like sausage or deli cuts. Instead, choose grass-fed steaks, short ribs, or slow-cooked roasts, prepared by roasting or braising to preserve nutrients without burning the fat. Just 1 or 2 small servings a week can make a difference, from walking more steadily to feeling more energized. But be careful. Avoid highly processed or overcooked meats, as high heat can destroy the benefits of natural fats. Now, you have the full picture. 4 dangerous fats to eliminate immediately. Full-fat dairy creamer, excessive chia seeds, processed meat fats, and too much avocado, along with 4 incredible fats to embrace: coconut meat, egg yolks, fatty fish skin, and grass-fed beef tallow. These choices aren't just about eating. They're about reclaiming your strength, reducing pain, and living an active, independent life after 60. Imagine waking up each morning, walking without stiff joints, climbing stairs without gasping, and enjoying time with your family without worrying that your body might give out. But here's the important thing. You don't have to change everything at once. Start small. Maybe this week, you swap your coffee creamer for unsweetened nut milk, or add a whole egg to your breakfast a few times a week. Perhaps you'll roast salmon with the skin on and enjoy that crispy layer. And if you love beef, look for a grass-fed steak and cook it gently. Every small step you take today is an investment in your health tomorrow. Think of it like the story of Mrs. Lan, a 65-year-old woman from Saigon. She used to feel tired and achy every day, especially after breakfast with bacon and creamer-filled coffee. After taking advice from a friend, she swapped the bacon for whole eggs and added coconut meat to her morning smoothies. In just 3 weeks, she noticed herself walking faster, her knees hurting less, and even sleeping better at night. That's not magic. It's the power of choosing the right fats. If you're thinking, I want to feel like that, then now is the time to act. Don't let your best years be limited by pain or fatigue. Just a few small changes to your diet can reduce inflammation, strengthen your legs, and help you feel more energized than ever before. And here's what we'd love you to do today. Leave a comment below and share with us. How old are you? Where are you from? And what kind of fat do you eat most often each week? We read every comment and will reply with personalized tips to help you stay strong and active. If you found this information helpful, hit the like button, share this video with a loved one or friend over 60, and don't forget to subscribe for more health tips designed just for your golden years. And be sure to catch our next video, where we'll reveal 4 foods you should avoid if you suffer from tingling or numb feet. You'll be surprised by what's on the list. Thanks so much for staying with us. Stay healthy, stay energized, and keep moving forward. See you in the next video.